Recently, my husband and I traveled all the way to Galicia, Spain to visit a UNESCO World Heritage Site many know as the Santiago de Compostela. This cathedral has been drawing people from all over the world for several years, from different faiths, different backgrounds, different cultures, but all with the same universal question: what is God's will or purpose for my life? It was amazing to see so many different faces and people from so many different parts of the world, all together though in one meeting place with one unique question that only one can answer, and that is, of course, God. So come along with us on this journey as we celebrate my husband's birthday and to explore this city and this beautiful cathedral. Enjoy.
All right, good morning and greetings from somewhere between Porto and Santiago de Compostela. But this is the day where we're on our way to Santiago de Compostela and we're riding on Flixbus, which is really not a bad deal. But there is really no air conditioner. So if you ever stay in Europe, make sure you, whenever you pick a place, make sure it has AC air conditioning. But Flixbus is good.
If you're accustomed to that, which most Americans are.
Anyway, but Flixbus is not bad, okay? So if you're going short distance, like the bus behind us that we're on, is going to Perez. That's like 15 hours. I tell my wife, there's no way.
Bring a fan.
But anyway, but short distance is great. So, but we're on our way to Santiago de Compostela. I'm on my way there. And today's my 58th birthday. I usually don't announce it, but it's a special day and I'm going to have a special message when I get to Santiago de Compostela. Anything else, babe?
No. Happy birthday.
All right. All right, we'll see you guys in Spain. Ciao. Oh, wow.
Ooh. I took a picture of it so you know where to go. So we are in Galicia. Well, I think Galicia is a state. We're actually in the city Santiago de Compostela because that's where Joey wanted to come for his birthday. It is his birthday today. Happy birthday, Joey. Joey, happy birthday.
Thank you, madam.
How old are you today?
52? Sorry.
58. Feels great?
Feel great at 58.
Feel great at 58. And we are in the city. He's been wanting to come for a while to see the church, the Santiago de Compostela, where it is known among the Catholic faith that St. James traveled to in his journey with the Camino, and the final destination was a church. So we are going there today, and this is actually a restaurant that he wants to come to later, so I think this is probably where we'll come and have his birthday dinner. But just wanted to capture some of the city so you can see how beautiful it is, and we will show you more as we go along. Any special words on your birthday?
Here in Santiago de Compostela, here we have a piece of tortilla, and sharing it with my wife. She probably doesn't understand what that means, but it's a Cuban tradition, so
Okay.
it comes from Spain.
Okay. And tortilla is not what I
Eggs.
know.
No, not like this
tortilla.
one.
Okay. Okay. All right. Happy birthday. So now we're just walking through Santiago as we're headed to the cathedral, and along this path to the cathedral you'll see a lot of stores, as you can see here, different shops, different little boutiques, restaurants, gift shops, It's a very touristy spot, so of course a lot of tourism, but it was just really cool to see people from all over the world, and also to see, once we got to the cathedral, different pilgrims that had made their final destination to the Santiago de Compostela, and now, they were there just resting and admiring the cathedral and probably reflecting on their journey. So I wanted to explain a little bit more about what the Camino is, in case that's a foreign word to you or concept. And that will also help to explain the significance of the Santiago de Compostela. So the Camino is a walk that originated with the Catholic faith. They believe that St. James, or the Apostle James, walked to the cathedral through Spain, and he ended his journey at the Santiago de Compostela, and that's where they believe that he is buried to this day. But he made his journey there to minister the gospel and to spread the message of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And that's how the Camino originated, is with the Catholic faith. But now people do the Camino for many different reasons. And as I mentioned before, many different people do it from different walks of life. Some people that do it are not Catholic, maybe not even religious, but they are looking for spiritual insight, purpose, or, as I mentioned before, to understand what God's will is for their life, or for certain pivotal or important decisions that they are embarking or facing. And so many people do it for many different reasons. We are actually inspired to do the Camino as well, just hearing different people's stories and how it changed and impacted their life, and just having that time of retreat, to whether it's 2 weeks or it's a month, to just disconnect from technology, disconnect from everyday life, and to just be out in nature and to walk and connect with God and connect with yourself. And in our case, as husband and wife, also as an opportunity to connect with one another. We just were really inspired by the journey. I read a book called Sunrises to Camino, and it's from an author that is based here in Colorado. He also did the walk with his wife, and if you're ever looking to do this, the Camino, I definitely encourage you to read that book or read books on it. It will give you more insight on what to expect, and also to see other people's journey. Another beautiful thing about the Camino is it's very communal, in the sense that you meet different pilgrims, as they call them, or peregrinos, along the way from all over the world that are doing this walk, and you can discover their reasons and get insight, from people with different perspectives and from different walks of life. But it's amazing how even from people from all over the world with different perspectives and different walks of life, how you have that commonality.
Good morning from Santiago de Compostela. So here in this building, supposedly the Lord's brother James was buried as he came to spread the gospel to the region of Spain. And I found it fitting to talk to you this morning from the book of James, chapter 4, verse 15, where it says that you ought to say, if the Lord wills. thou shalt do this, that, and the other. And I want to talk to you this morning for a few minutes, on a message entitled here from Santiago de Compostela, God's Will. You know, we think that God is a God that sits in heaven and has no dealings with the affairs of men. Now, we may not vocalize that with our mouths, but our actions, and even mine at times, have described that. And I'm here to tell you that God has a will, okay, for your life. And when God tells you, I'm going to do something in your life, and I'm going to accomplish something in your life, you don't have to worry about it. God will bring it to pass. God is not a man that he shall lie. When God makes you a promise, you can take it to the bank, okay? And you don't have to worry about how is it going to happen. That's called leaning on our own understanding. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs, trust in the Lord with all thy heart, lean not to thy own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. Hey, if God has a will for your life, don't be afraid, it'll come to pass. Hey, if God doesn't want you to do something, let me tell you, you're not doing it. Jonah said, hey, I'm going to Joppa. And God said, you're going to Nineveh. Hey, okay. God has a will, okay? And if he gave you an instruction, if he gave you his will, you can trust that he will bring it to pass. So today, as I stand here in Santiago de Compostela, I want to tell you, God has a will. James, the man that's supposedly buried in here, said, you ought to say, you know, there's one phrase that I always say, if the Lord wills. You ought to say, if the Lord wills, we shall do this and we shall do that. If the Lord wills. Because what? God has a will. Acknowledge him. Say, God, I acknowledge your will and I acknowledge your ways. And guess what? When you do that, you won't be afraid of nothing. Why? Because you know that you're walking in God's will.
Joey, what language do they speak here?
Oh, well, they speak two languages here. They speak Galician.
Okay.
And they also speak Castellano, which is Spanish. And Galician is just a mixture of Spanish and Portuguese.
Okay. And what's Castellano?
Castellano is just Spanish.
Like the original?
Like the Spain Spanish.
Okay.
Which they also speak in Cuba, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Colombia, Ecuador, and their own rendition of it is a good word. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
And is this where your heritage is from, on your dad's side?
My heritage comes from this country, not this area, but it comes from this country. It comes from a place, from what I understand, okay, I've never known it 100%. It comes from a place called Isla Canaria, Canary Islands.
Canary Islands? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Really interesting place.
It is. And this view, oh my gosh, it looks like a drawbridge.
No,
like,
I'm planning to come back here.
You see that here? Yeah. It looks like it was a drawbridge. I don't know, but that's the way it looks. But your plan, again?
My plan is to come back here.
Okay.
In 2 years to do the actual Camino, not just the Camino, the non-walking Camino.
Right.
To finish here, like you see some of these people.
Yep.
You can see that they finished. They just finished the Camino.
Where's right there? Yep. And they're taking pictures.
Yep.
Those are called pilgrims, or peregrinos
in Spanish.
Peregrino. Pilgrims.
So that's my plan. Come to 2 years from now.
There's a lot of pilgrims here. They just finished their walk. Everybody had a different journey. Everyone can have a different journey. It just all depends on what you're trying to do. This is the Cathedral de Santiago, or also known for the Camino as the Santiago de Compostela. Okay, so Joey is eating authentic paella.
All right.
He's going to tell us what he thinks. For his
So I had it
birthday.
in Spain. I had it in London.
Okay.
So I'm going to try it in Spain, the home of paella,
For your birthday?
for my birthday. So let's see which one is better. Right?
Okay.
This is the home of paella versus London.
Is it hot? Hold on. Oh, we got to dance. That means it's good, right? Dancing is good.
It's good.
It's good? So
Is it better than
London and Galicia, how do they compare?
It's good.
Is it good?
I have to admit, they're both good. I can't really.
Both very good.
They're both very good.
They have different flavors, different styles, both good.
Well, they're close, but yeah, they're both very good. I can't say one over the other.
And what do you have in there? Is it mussels?
Mussels,
Fish.
kind of
What? What do we got? Seafood.
Yep.
That's delish. All right, bon appetit. Ciao. Well, this concludes our visit to Galicia, Spain, and to the Santiago de Compostela Cathedral and to the city of Santiago. And we just want to thank you so much for celebrating Joey's birthday with us, also for joining us on our journey to see the cathedral. We hope that you were inspired and most of all encouraged. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. God bless.